When I'm thinking about being professional and my expectation around a student in placement with us, I'm really looking for sort of possibly two different pillars of professionalism. I'm looking for the competency around what we're doing. So that is one element, and a very important element. So if you can't do it, say, I can't do this. It's okay to say, I can't do it. You're outside, I think what is commonly termed, your comfort zone, possibly, for the first couple of times you're with us. And we will respect that. The other pillar, I'm going to quote something, because I think it's a good resource for everybody on placement to have a look at. And it comes from the Department of Health, the Chief Nursing Officer, and it's around the 6 C's. My favourite one is compassion. So we're looking for people to be caring. We're looking for them to express their compassion, not just for our residents, but for each other as a working member of the team. We all have feelings. They need to be recognised. We care for people who are often moving to the end of their life. This is a privilege, but also an emotional drain on us. And we need to look after one another. So that compassion extends to each other in the work environment. I'm looking for competency. I'm looking for communication. These are all small words, but with fantastic depth of meaning. And we take communication for granted, but it's the most difficult thing we will ever do, to try to convey to somebody else what we actually understand and mean, so that they can go away with knowing exactly how we feel and think. So communication is incredibly important. Courage. At times in our lives we have to be brave. It may be that we have to do something that really we've never done before. And we've got to face up to that emotional barrier. Likewise, it could be that we witness something that isn't acceptable. And we have to depth into our own emotional status and say, this wasn't right, what I saw. And we have to have the courage to say to others who will support us and guide us through that recognition. And that's where the university's mentor may come in place. Final one is commitment. If you're going to come to us, we're totally committed to what we're doing. We want our residents to be safe and unhappy as possible. Those two words are very important. Families are depending on us to keep their loved ones safe. But each day we have a responsibility to make their day rich and happy.
Right. Being part of a professional organisation and a team means using your skills and your knowledge and standards to carry out a good role and a good job to the best of your ability, and using other professionals to support you and give you guidance to carry out that role.
This is quite a difficult one for us because we work quite informally and people sort of don't see us as professionals. However, the way in which we conduct ourselves is professional. No, we may not wear a suit, but actually the way we conduct ourselves, our language, what we do, how we work, we've got a willingness to learn, we're a role model, we're befriending, we're approachable, we're learning new things, we have confidence in our own ability, just as we hope that you do as well as a professional.
I think it means having appropriate boundaries in place. So knowing exactly what your role is, where your role starts and ends. It means acting in a way that makes people have confidence in you. It's also remembering that you are representing not just your university, but also Alzheimer's Society, which is one of the top 10 charities in the UK, and acting in a way that is appropriate to that. So basically, not messing around, and taking full advantage of the opportunity that is presented to you.